Zenith Online Racing. This is the EU tier, the final race of the week here at Suzuka in Japan. I am R. Biga, and alongside me once again is Harry Hotspur.
Hey, glad to be in here for my second time. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so sometime down the road, probably you'll be handling most of the commentary for Sundays. I won't be able to do this forever, but for now, I'm around. So, um, yeah, it's kind of nice. I don't know. I don't mind doing it alone, but it's always nice to have someone. I had to do it alone last week, and it just makes it a little easier. Two sets of eyes out there. People, you can catch people on hot laps and whatnot quite easily. So,
Yeah, a little better than having to watch out for things by yourself.
looks like a little bit overcast, but nothing, no actual rain that I can
Yeah, I
see.
don't see anything.
So we'll check the chat shortly, and we'll get a weather update. See who is the first driver out on track tonight. Running with 19 tonight. A couple drivers couldn't make it, and not many reserves signed up for tonight. So just Rob, the lonely reserve tonight.
Yeah, good turnout nonetheless, though, especially for a pretty new league that we're working with here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a full grid last week. A couple of reserves filled it out, but still, 18 of the drivers tonight are full-time drivers, so a lot to play for the guys on the roster in the EU tier here. Got a few cars heading out. I think we've got the front of the pack in Alpha. That'd be Jinnit. Jinnit is the first driver out on track. I believe he's followed closely by a McLaren. That would be Adrian. No, that's Fuzz behind him. Fuzz slowing down. He's being caught by a Toro Rosso. Obviously nobody on a hot lap at this point. That'd be JXW. And behind JXW, looks like we have a Renault. That would be J. Cole, perhaps? It is J. Cole.
Yep.
Alright, so let's get back to Jinnit. He's quite a ways up the road now. He'll definitely be our first flyer. Out early on the medium tires. I will say that I don't know if it got darker, if I just wasn't really paying attention, but it looks like it's about to rain, possibly.
It really does. Obviously, you never know with getting it. He tends to go out on the harder compound, but maybe there's some strategy with the rain coming at play.
Could be a smart decision. We don't know what's going on with the weather. I don't think we have. Yeah, nobody's really giving me a weather update at this point, so keep an eye on the chat. Maybe somebody will fill us in, but it looks like everybody rushed out, and I would say it's looking quite foggy
Dark.
in the hills. Yeah, it looks like it could rain any moment. Let's get on board with Jinnit. He'll be our first hot lap. He's heading down the main straight right now, crossing that start-finish line. He's in that Alfa Romeo car. His teammate is Zamagos, who is not here tonight.
We have Fuzz and looks like a Toro Rosso quite close on the track.
Yeah, they're both just starting their hot laps as well, so it'll be J. Cole
Looks
behind
like
those two.
JXW.
Yeah, JXW. And it looks like sticking very close. Jinnit, he's pretty tidy there through Dunlop. Looked like he was going to run a bit wide, but he lifted and caught it. Oh, he loses it in the first Stegner, and he's off. Had to cut the second one fully, so that lap's pretty much done for. We'll get to Fuzz, who's just behind. That overhead shot. You see J. Cole closing quite quickly on these two.
And I believe Jekyll's on the harder compound, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't put up the tire information, but
somebody, or maybe it's JXW's on the medium.
Yeah, J. Cole's on the softs.
Oh, and JXW also loses it. Looks like they're spoon.
Yep. So Jinnit loses it again as well. And here comes J. Cole behind Fuzz now. Fuzz cut that corner? Yeah, he did. He invalidated the lap there.
Yep.
So let's get down
And he's
to
almost
J.
out of
Cole.
fuel, so not be able to go again.
Yeah, J. Cole will be finishing a hot lap here. See what time he puts up. One of the contenders for 28.9. Now that's a benchmark.
Yes. This early in the session.
Yeah.
Ryan coming in with a pretty tidy lap there. Oh, and T-Money, wow.
Yeah, T-Money, 28.9.
Almost matching, Jacob.
Yeah, that's
Is T-Money the winner from Thursday night?
I do believe so, yep.
Yeah.
Ryan, 29.6. Lamaro, 30.4. Got Gilza with a 29 flat, just crossed the line. Looks like we've got a racing point. That will be General Porter or Rob, perhaps, crossing. That's General Porter. 31.1 for General Porter. Looks like that Ferrari's going very slow there. Someone spin.
Beck spun. It looked like possibly, but I wonder if the Ferrari reacted.
30.1 for Smitsky, so most of the field pretty close together, except for those two guys out front. They're quite a ways ahead. And then Gilzo Rob puts up his hot lap, 29.1 from Rob. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty good performance so far as a reserve driver. The last couple weeks he's been here, and yeah, he's done well. I think he's definitely got some pace. If he picks up a full-time seat, he'll be bringing a lot of points along with him.
Yes, definitely seems like it.
Let's look for another hot lap. Is that Jinnit, maybe? Yeah, Jinnit. Looks like he's just starting another flyer. Or no, he just finished.
I think he finished.
Yeah, 29.4 for Jinnit.
That's a very good lap for the mediums.
Yeah, who do we have here? JXW crossing? Yep, JXW just crosses the line. We've got that Renault coming around. I think that would be J. Cole coming back to the pits, perhaps. Oh, it's Gilzo. Let's see what he does heading into the pits, yeah. Porter and Rob probably will both be pitting. Porter going slow. Looks like the Red Bull possibly on a flyer here. Smitsky, no, his battery's turned down, so Smitsky won't be on a flyer, but we have Crucio up the road ahead on a... No, not on a flyer either.
Did we lose Johannes at some point?
I guess so. I didn't notice. There's a yellow flag.
He's in the chat right now, so I guess we might have.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out there. He's ghosted through. You can see on the standings on the side there. But I didn't notice anything.
No.
So
yeah, Fuzz coming around Spoon, about to start his flyer.
That Haas car, Mario and Coxie. It looks like Coxie's starting his hot lap. See what he can do. Looking for some redemption from Thursday night. Looks like a Renault just behind him.
Must be J. Cole. Interestingly, out on the mediums now.
Yeah, that wasn't even his final form.
If he can beat a 28.9 on the mediums, I will be very impressed. And we got an update from Johannes. It looks like he did crash in turn 1.
Yeah. That's one of those places where if you go deep, it's so hard to get the car stopped.
Yes.
Because it's such a chuck-it-in corner.
And the outskirts of the track here can get very slippery, especially through turn 1.
Yeah. Now it looks like we have a Mercedes spot in turn 1, the end of the second right-hander. So we're on board here with Coxie. Let's see what kind of time he can put up. As he approaches the final chicane now. $29.8 from Coxie. That's pretty solid. Right up into 8.
It is.
Yeah, pretty much everybody on the softs currently.
We have Fuzz coming around the final chicane. Looks like he might derate a bit, which is going to hurt him, but not too long of a run to the start-finish line. Oh, Fuzz goes top 28.7.
Good lap from Fuzz there.
Yeah, even with the derate, he probably could have gained another 10th there had he managed to ZRS a little better.
Looks like T-Money just starting a hot lap. Let's ride on board with T-Money, sitting 3rd currently, looking to improve on that time of a 28.9. We'll keep an eye on other drivers coming around. I think that might be GP starting a lap. tidy through the Degners there.
Alright. I don't know that he necessarily threw it in there like you can, but very smooth coming out. Yeah. Nice exit out of the hairpin.
There's a car.
Oh. She made it through, luckily.
Yeah. GP just in a very awkward spot there. Didn't really know where to put the car.
Seemed like T-Money reacted well, though, and didn't get distracted.
Yeah, I seemed
okay there. Wow. J. Cole did indeed beat his lap time on those mediums.
Well, he did, 28.7, so he has edged out Fuzz, but he's sitting on the medium tire in pole position currently. That's quite a statement from J. Cole.
Yes, that's a...
28.7 from T-Money. He's just behind J. Cole.
Wow. I do think T-Money has quite a bit of time to gain. He obviously probably had some distractions there from cars, and maybe he wasn't as aggressive as he could have been, but that lap from J. Cole was quite impressive. That's the type of lap where J. Cole might just decide to park the car and start on those mediums, but Gilzo came and beat him out there a little bit, putting some pressure on J. Cole to come back out on the softs.
Yeah, Gilzo takes pole position, so that's going to push J. Cole into having to do another run now, maybe considering having to go out on the softs.
And especially with the tire degradation doesn't seem to be too bad at this track, so starting on the mediums isn't all that much of a help.
Smitsky into 6th. Good lap from him.
Yeah, very good lap.
See, we got Rob. Is that Rob coming down the back straight? No, it's not, so that would be General Porter. So he's got a purple sector here. He's up 4/10 at the moment. Definitely needs to improve by quite a bit if he wants to get in the top 10. Oh, he's almost lost it. He saved it. 29.3. That's not a bad time considering his car was nearly sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely has a few more tenths in that lap easily, and hopefully he can get another run in.
Yeah, he should have time, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's got time, plenty. Lamaro, JXW coming around.
Yep. Saw some carbon fiber there. Someone might have tapped the wall coming out of the final chicane.
So he improves 9/10 and only gains him 2 places. That's tough sledding here in the EU tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercedes, is that Bones? No, that would be Beck, perhaps, coming around. Is he starting a hot lap?
It's Beck. He's on a hot lap.
All right, let's ride with Beck. I know Beck had a pretty rough go here last Monday. So he's fast, but he can't keep the car on the track, and then ends up causing himself a lot of issues. But definitely has the pace if he can keep the car right.
Definitely. I want to say he started second maybe on Monday, and was running second for most of the race, and ended up taking a little bit of a spin. Interestingly, came out of the hairpin in 3rd gear. Interesting strategy, but I guess you get quite a bit of traction with that short shift.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty tidy lap. I think he had a purple first sector as well. It runs wide there. I think it still counts. The track's
still
not
kept
red.
It.
Another purple sector.
Yeah.
This could be it.
And I don't think he's going to derate coming out of here, so that's looking pretty good. Yep, there he goes.
Pole, 28.3, so he edges out Gilzo and J. Cole.
Yeah.
J. Cole back out on those softs on his out lap, so he'll be looking to improve on that time. It's pretty insane, though, how many drivers are in the 128s here and edging towards the 127s.
Yeah. Very fast day here.
Yes. Everybody showed up to race.
Let's see. I don't know if we have any hot laps right now.
Zenith, perhaps? Zenith just starting one, maybe?
Yeah, Zenith is just starting. get out of the gas a little bit there. I think he might have aborted. He's
Yeah,
staying with
he's
it?
invalidated the lap,
He
though.
aborted.
It's all red.
Okay, yep.
The track map will go red if they invalidate.
Yeah. See that now. He'll have time to come around for another lap, but I don't think he'll be able to change his tires.
Adri has no front wing, and he's out here on a hot lap.
Oh, really?
That's an interesting strategy.
Whole strategy.
Yeah. J. Cole looks like he's on his flyer. Let's ride with J. Cole, because this could be our pole position. I think it said he was up 2/10.
No,
he's down 6.
He does not have any ERS at the moment.
No, he's probably just doing a warm-up lap.
He must be.
Yeah.
I wonder if he got distracted by Adri and decided to abort, because he was using ERS at one point.
He's got time anyways.
Yeah. Just cool the tires down. Looks like Rob just started his hot lap.
Anybody else on a hot lap there?
Ginnet's just starting as well.
Yeah. Looking on the back straight, is that Gilzo or J. Cole? That's J. Cole, so he'll be starting his flyer shortly. And we've got, I think GXW's coming around as well. He's just wrapping up a lap, or he's on a out lap as well. Lamaro looks like he is on a warm-up lap as well. So Rob's on a hot lap for sure. Let's get to Rob. Just catching someone very quickly in his spoon here. That's Coxie. Oh, excuse me. Yep, Coxie does well to get out of the way there. Rob ripping up the hill towards 130R. See what kind of time he puts up in Sector 2 here. He's only down a tenth and a half, so he won't improve unless he finds a couple tenths in the chicane here.
It's possible, depending on what he did.
.92, so doesn't improve. He still has a chance at another lap here, but he doesn't have much battery left, so...
Probably not gonna.
It's a Ginnet. I think Ginnet's just about to finish his hot lap. He's up 7/10, it says. See if that's accurate. Ginnet in a 4th, so a pretty good time from Ginnet. Puts himself in a pretty good spot for the race.
We got J. Cole up 3/10, purple second sector, coming around the chicane at the moment.
Oh, is that going to be enough? He might not get there. Let's see what happens.
He might not. We'll see.
J. Cole crosses the line. 22. He does it. Edges him out by a tenth and a half.
He gained a whole 2/10 in that second sector.
Yeah.
Or third sector.
Porter crosses the line. I think he's just starting a hot lap, so he'll have time to finish that one. It is invalidated, it looks like. Oh, so Porter validated on the corner probably, and this lap won't count.
Last chicane.
Somebody off
Looks like
there.
we've got
Ginnet.
Fuzz on a hot lap going through the Dagnos. He was about even through sector 1.
Oh, there goes Porter. He's off. Huge moment for Porter there, and he's not even on a hot lap. Unbelievable.
Decided to have some fun in the grass, I suppose.
Not a very good place to go off, regardless. Bag of bones coming through Dunlop now. See all that dust kicked up on the side. And see Porter.
Fuzz loops. Oh, Fuzz. Oh no, Fuzz. Fuzz is currently sat in the middle of the backstretch. He did a fuzz.
Yeah, he spun it. It looks like. Just on board with Bones, and I saw Porter got himself disqualified because he was spun in the wrong direction. So all his hard work in qualifying gone to waste because he made a big mistake on his in lap.
That is
very unfortunate.
It's gotta hurt a bit.
Oh yeah.
Bag of Bones is down 3.5 tenths. It looks like.
Yeah.
3 laps so far.
Yeah, didn't really have a clear run down the track. A lot of incidents along the edge distracting him, probably. He's going to get an improvement here, I think. Yeah, it goes up in 8th.
Yep, up to 8th.
And then it looks like we've got a Red Bull. Crucio, he's on a hot lap still.
Oof.
Runs deep. He's actually got a very poor time right now, so I think he's done. And then one more. I think that's it, actually. Yeah.
Yep, that should be everybody.
Alright, we'll go through the order very quickly. That is J. Cole on pole position. Beck follows behind in second. Gilzo in third. Rob's in fourth. Jinnitz in fifth. T-Money's in sixth. Every single person is on the soft tire. Fuzz in seventh. Bagabones in eighth. Smitsky in ninth. Lamaro in 10th. Ryan 11th. Coxie 12th. GXW 13th. Adri 14th. Crucio 15th. GP 16th. Johannes is 17th. Mario 18th. Porter in 19th. Disqualified for that big incident he had there. Couldn't get himself turned back around in time. Ended up costing him quite a bit. I think he was about halfway up the field at least. So, very poor. Just a little sloppy, really. Completely unnecessary, and your lap didn't count anyway. I don't really know what happened there. Just
yeah, we'll see what type of strategy he takes into the race. As we saw with Doth on Monday night. Coming from the back here is possible. It's difficult, but can be done.
Apparently it's a clear race, JXW says, so. Alright, should be a quick little break and then we'll get the race started. It's almost dinner time here, and once this race wraps up I'll be going off to eat some dinner.
What are you having tonight? Got a nice feast?
I pulled a couple slices of pizza out of the freezer. I put them in there a week ago. Yeah, I think I'll have a couple of those. And what else do I got in there? Got some soup. Got some salad. I'll have a little bit of salad.
Gonna break out the wine bottle.
Yeah, the wine, I already had a glass and a half, so. Yeah. I think I'll wash that, get that pizza and a little bit of salad and wash it down with another glass after.
It's perfect. Perfect Italian meal.
Sunday evening, and then we'll do a little Abu Dhabi practice to end the night.
Yes, the wine will definitely help with that.
Yeah, it sure will. It'll get me nice and loose so I can find the right lines. Alright, session's starting very shortly. Not much of a break here.
No, not at all.
Oh, I got another Crucio fan. He's back. Filippo. Go, Crucio. Shouts him out again. That's 2 weeks in a row, I think.
JXW says he was half a second up on his last lap, and he invalidated it.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah. 13th isn't the worst place to start.
Alright, let's get those tire charts up. Let's see what tire everybody's starting on. It looks like Porter, Johannes, Crucio, Adri, JXW, and Ryan all outside the top 10 starting on those mediums. And we also have Coxie, GP, and Mario out on these softs to start the race.
Interesting. I'm noticing with J. Cole, he's already got a fuel warning. Maybe he's anticipating a bit of a safety car filled race.
Yeah, more than likely. I know he does have that pace, and I think starting on pole, if you just underfuel the car and get that nice launch off the line, and if you can pull out a couple seconds gap early, you can recover that fuel quite quickly.
Especially if he, the key will be to break the DRS to back, and if he can do that, he should be in good shape to save the fuel.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll work out if he's already got a fuel warning there. He must be running some sort of lightweight strategy, thinking get a good launch off the line and get away from the two guys behind who'll be nipping at his heels. That'll be Beck and Gilzo, and Rob and Jinnit behind, both also very quick. So it's going to be a really competitive race. The top 6 are all capable of winning this race.
Even top 7, I would say. Fuzz has pace if he can keep it on the track.
Yeah, exactly.
or if he doesn't speed under the
his,
VSC.
his track record this season's not great, so I didn't want to lump him in there, but if he can get a good start and hang with them, I think he's definitely a contender as well.
Maybe this will be the start of the Fuzz comeback tour.
Yeah, I think that's going to be next season. He's 0 for 6, so.
Well, so far he's made it through the formation lap without any bumps or scrapes, so.
Beck's car sounded pretty hideous on the grid there. Avoid sitting on board with him too often. J. Cole on pole. It rhymes. He's lucky. Alright, here we go. This is the EU tier. This is Zenith Online Racing. We are about to get the lights. Let's get this thing started. This is round 2 from Japan. The lights are on. Here we go. We've got 3 lights. We've got 5 lights. And they're off. That was a quick start from the race director.
It was.
J. Cole looks like he got a good start. Beck trying to cover off Gilzo. Gilzo gets ahead.
Nice.
And we got a few cars running a little deep and wide, but everybody seems to be getting through clean.
Oh, the Ferraris. The Ferraris are both off.
Coxey is out. In the first corner of the race, Coxey is out. And Adri, wow.
We have a safety car.
Sure what happened there. Safety car right away. Yeah.
That will definitely help J. Cole on his fuel.
Yeah, so he'll be able to sit there and harvest that fuel now.
Yeah,
and
I didn't see what happened there.
Not too sure. Can't even get to the cars because they're ghosted and we're nowhere near them.
Yeah, I saw the aftermath of 2 Ferraris running wide, but not sure what caused it. It seemed like the accident might have happened even before the first turn. Yeah,
not too sure. Coxey definitely out though. It looks like his car is still going around, and Adri is out as well. If there is a car, that's the safety car behind the pack, yeah. So I just thought it was the Haas based on the color, but it's the safety car. But yeah, let's get into the chat there. See what I'm sure that's one of them.
Adri is in the chat. We'll see what he says.
Yeah.
Not the best start for Beck there. We'll see if he can recover under the safety car, but
yeah, he's already
Gilzo
behind.
Also had a very treated from a car in the middle of the track.
Already on the back foot there for Beck, so yeah, just a little slow off the line, and maybe the quick start caught him off.
Looks like, according to Adri, someone might have spun. Was sitting in the middle of turn 1, and he got a straight DNF for running into it. Looks like Ryan his pit, perhaps for a new wing, and we got Lamaro in there for a new wing, and Johannes as well for a new wing.
Yeah, surely there was going to be some sort of side effects from that incident. It was a really bad place to have 2 cars DNF. Obviously a necessity to have the safety car out here.
Yeah.
It says Beck
good news for
1 minute and 48 seconds behind Gilzo. That can't be right at all. Maybe he just hasn't caught the cue yet.
Yeah, according to the track map, he's on there.
Yeah, no, he's fine. It just seems like the timing is off there.
Looking back down the order, General Porter has climbed straight up the chain here, going from last, I believe, on the grid.
Yep.
12th.
He was 19th, yeah, and he's on the mediums as well, so that's a really good start from him. You see JXW and Crucio also gained a few places on the start. Mario gained 5. Johannes is up 1, obviously at the pit, so being up 1 place and having to pit, not the worst thing in the world.
No.
Obviously, it has a lot to do with the fact that a couple cars are out, but so Gilzo tucked in behind his teammate J. Cole. These guys are supposedly the favorites for the title. They're both ridiculously fast, and they are on the same team, so be surprised if anyone but Renault wins the Constructors this season, but stranger things have happened.
Yes. And I do think, again, this might be more dependent on Fuzz. McLaren.
Oh,
has a
did
pretty
Beck
strong
just
team
tag
up there.
Gilzo there? I think he did.
Oh no.
I think he's picked
Does
up
he have
damage.
his front wing? Let's see. It looks like his front wing's okay.
Yeah, it might be. Bit of a split between the field here. It looks like some of the drivers are falling behind. It's a really tricky track to come out of the safety car. The restart when your tires are cold, because so many like high load corners in the first sector. It's so easy to lose it when your tires aren't warmed up properly. So definitely see a lot of people weaving around. It's really important to keep them warm here.
Especially with that last chicane coming around. Low traction can be not fun coming out of that last turn. It'll be interesting to see when J. Cole decides to punch it, if he decides to take it quick into the last chicane, or maybe slow him down all the way through.
He could, and then send it once he gets to the final turn, or he could really back them up down the main straight here. Assuming the safety car's coming in this lap, I would figure the.
I would hope so.
I hope so too, because this is getting pretty boring. Looks like J. Cole, dropping back, safety car in this lap, so we are about to go racing again. This will be lap 4, starting once they cross the line. J. Cole warming those tires, just slowing the pack down into the chicane here, so. Lets that safety car get away. I think they're just about clear. He can probably punch it any time now.
Yep. There he goes.
Good restart from J. Cole there. Do we have anybody under pressure? It looks like Fuzz may have got Snitsky. Or is it just...
Yeah.
I know somebody's pit. Bag of Bones is pit.
And Fuzz and Rob 2K did not get the best restarts there, but Beck is still sticking with the front runners.
Yep. On board. It sounds like his gearbox is destroyed when you go on board with him.
Oh, touched the wow. Touched the grass coming into that turn and was able to keep it straight.
Comes Porter right up the back of Crucio now. Through Dunlop. They're heading into the Degners very close. This is a tricky place to follow a car in.
Oh no.
Porter, it looks like he just lost it. Maybe a little bit of lag there or something. Porter now has a shot into the hairpin. This can be a place you do see overtakes occasionally.
Oh,
what has happened there? He ghosted into him.
I don't know.
Yeah. He should, by all rights, should have punted him off the road, but he ghosted into him.
Yeah.
That's a pure break there for Porter.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens with GP Collin behind them on softer compound tire.
That's a good point. GP will definitely be looking for a way through.
We've also got Ginnett looking for a move on Rob. Might have something down the front stretch.
Porter's still stuck behind Crucio. He can't seem to find a way through. We'll get DRS next lap, I believe.
Yep, and Ginnett's coming into turn 1, looking to make a move on Rob.
Inside on Rob.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
tight racing, tight. But nice and clean.
Yeah, Ginnett just had to yield there. There wasn't any room for him. The inside line covered off. And the podium runner's not terribly far up the road either, so all to play for still.
And it looks like Rob might be closing that gap down. He had a very poor restart, but seems to maybe be catching them a bit. However, very, very low on his ERS. He's clearly trying to catch back up while the front runners are all above 80.
Porter here, very close to Crucio once again. heading into the spoon curve now, and Porter goes. He's got a pretty good run here, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with it. Crucio looks like he gets a little out of shape there, and Porter follows him off, locks up, so that's going to cost him a bit of time down the straight towards 130R. Crucio very close to JXW ahead as well, so we've got a very tight battle here for 10th and, sorry, 9th, 10th, and 11th here. And then Beck.
And we've also, top 3 and then 4 through 6 are also very tight.
Yeah. Let's see what we get here. DRS is enabled. General Porter got a very good exit on Crucio there. He's already alongside him. He's going to have that DRS advantage. So will Crucio, but I think it will benefit Porter more. Porter gets through.
It's like Johannes might have spun coming out of the last chicane.
Good job from Porter there to find his way through on Crucio. So GXW will be his next victim. And now Jinnit and T-Money all over the back of Rob, as you mentioned, and back all over the back of Gilzo, who's starting to lose a bit of time to J. Cole. Jinnit goes very deep through the exit of the second Degner there, but keeps it right. He's under a lot of pressure from T-Money at the moment.
GXW, 3 seconds. Curious what that caution was. Looks like it was GB Colin. Had an off. Sector 1 and Sector 2. Lamaro seems to have had an off.
Crucio, maybe?
Yeah, there were quite a few.
Crucio's dropped quite a few places because he was right behind Porter. Now Porter is pressuring JXW, as you can see there, heading down to 130R, tucked in right behind. He might have a chance into the chicane here. Very close, that closing speed, nice, but not enough. Good shot from the helicopter here. And now Jinnit very close into turn 1. I think he's got it done.
That was a nice move around the outside.
Comes Porter and JXW side by side. Porter goes very deep. Walks up, oversteers, manages to save it.
He definitely threw it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't look to have hurt him that bad, and he'll pull back up to JXW, but...
So now Rob still pressuring Jinnit, but Jinnit looking to close the gap ahead to Beck, who is still very close to Gilzo, and Gilzo kind of maintaining that 2.5 gap to J. Cole, so any of these guys, if they find some error, could find the pace they need to close in.
Yeah. We'll see if T-Money wants to take on Rob coming down the backstretch or in the front.
T-Money looks like he's going to have a shot in the spoon here if he finds a nice line. Beck picks up a 3-second penalty. That's big. Jinnit is now technically ahead of Beck. Rob runs a bit deep there. T-Money looks like he's going to have a very good run on him into 130R here. He might actually be able to get this done.
Yeah, especially if he can keep him low on the track there and compromise Rob's line a bit. He let off.
Yeah, he had to, I think.
Important to know, though, is Rob is almost out of ERS, and T-Money has almost full, so he can definitely send it down the front stretch here.
Yeah, I think T-Money definitely needs to get through here. He's losing pace to get to Jinnit ahead. Rob parks it down the inside.
Yeah, does not have any... Oh, they make contact.
I think that's... I don't know. I think that's going to be on Rob, to be honest.
It is.
T-Money clearly had him.
He was over half a car length ahead of him.
Yeah. So Fuzz under a lot of pressure here from Smitsky now, and Rob just came out, just recovered, and he's tucked in right ahead of Fuzz here. So now we have 3 more cars battling.
Fortunately for Rob, it does look like his front wing is okay. So
Porter looking for a way through Dunlop. Oh, JXW swept across, and Porter had to yield.
Oh,
yeah, there's a bit of a glitch there. Yeah, yeah, it looked like Porter crashed, and then all of a sudden he's fine. So yeah. Porter's connection a little dicey tonight. We're struggling to see where he actually is. Beck again, still within the DRS range of Gilzo, who has chopped a few tenths off of J. Cole's lead. So a really exciting race so far here tonight in the EU tier. A lot of guys scrapping still. The whole top 10, I think, are within a few seconds of each other. This could be a really interesting finish tonight.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens with J. Cole. I'm noticing the fuel light is turning on and off every so often, so it seems like he's right on the edge. I wonder if he started with very light tank.
Crucio's
Safety
out.
car.
Crucio must have crashed. Looks like he
Didn't
did.
catch.
Oh, and Rob and Fuzz have the perfect time to dive into the pits here. They can get under those mediums.
So
that's going to benefit them massively. And Smitsky follows them in. Porter stays out. He's already on the mediums.
That's painful for the top
speeding
five.
in the pit lane, speeding under safety car. A bunch of penalties dished out there.
Wow, this is a lot to dissect at the moment. General Porter staying out. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the top five here. They probably have enough time to get around.
Nope, safety car is parked. Safety car is parked, yeah. I would say so, because at some point it's going to tell them to catch the queue, right?
Yeah,
pass the safety car,
Rob.
It's
going to be close.
It's going to tell them to pass the safety, or sorry, it's going to tell them to catch the safety car, and then they'll be able to actually push, because right now they might be under the time restrictions a bit.
I don't think Rob is under time restrictions at the moment. It looks like he's pushing, so...
Yeah.
But as far as
Gilzo,
J. Cole, they're not pushing, I don't think. Which is going to hurt them a bit. We'll see what happens.
It looks like they are. J. Cole seems to be pushing. Smitsky 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Interesting. You'd think they have to pit.
Yeah, they pretty much have to. They're in the
back
back foot if they don't.
Yeah.
They're on the back foot if they don't.
Let's see what J. Cole does. He's coming in good.
Gilzo can't come in, can he? Oh, he does. They double stack.
Oh, no.
That's going to cost them.
That's a problem.
I think Beck's going to get
Beck almost.
Gilzo easily here.
Yeah, the Codemasters version of a double stack is nothing compared to the real life Mercedes.
Not even close.
Stack.
How much is this going to cost Gilzo? He's going to lose out to Porter here, I think, as well.
Yes.
Porter stayed out.
Where's Rob at? Rob is coming around the last chicane right now. So it does look like...
J. Cole maintains the lead. Porter into second on the mediums. Hasn't stopped yet. He's the only driver in the race that hasn't stopped, and that's General Porter. He's probably going to go about 18, 19 laps, so I don't blame him for staying out, really, because his closest rivals now all have stopped. Will be behind fighting through traffic, so could pay off for Porter here. Not a bad idea. He's the only one that did it, so it might benefit him. If a bunch of other cars did it, then it might not be such an advantage, but...
Yeah. Surprisingly, well, I guess the gap must have been enough to where Rob did not benefit too much from hitting the safety car at the perfect point, because him and Fuzz are still back in 7th and 8th.
Well, they got their stop in their 7th and 8th. That's not too bad.
No, yeah. It's, not a terrible. Interestingly, the Vagabond still hasn't stopped. I guess he's on fairly fresh mediums. But everyone behind him stopped, so he probably could have snuck in.
Yeah. You think he's going to the end?
He might be trying, and he actually is probably out of medium tires.
Yeah. He could have, he's probably better off just continuing for now. Maybe he gets another safety car anyway, right? Picks up another safety car, he's in good shape. He can just pit onto the softs. So, not a bad idea, I don't think. It's time for a refreshment, since we are under safety car conditions. Just a little splash. Just a little splash.
We're gonna have one more lap of the safety car, hopefully. We should be racing again.
Yeah, this should be the last one.
Interestingly, Jake Stubby's back in the pits. Perhaps to switch to some
That is interesting.
Oh, he's getting a new nose. And serving a 5-second penalty. Okay, that makes more sense. Swinging on a set of...
Johannes is going to get
parts.
Who's in a... Johannes and GB Colin here, this is the safety car. I think they're going to have enough time to catch up to the pack, so that puts them back in the mix, and they were in really dire straits just a few laps ago.
And in comparison to Mario, for example, will have probably warmer tires because they're going to be pushing to catch up, which is going to be beneficial on the restart.
Yeah, definitely. General Porter is just going to be a roadblock there, holding up Beck, Jinnit, and T-Money. And Gilzo
they're going to have to...
This is going to be a really interesting sandwich we've got here with the Renault being the buns and the meat being Porter, Beck, Jinnit, and T-Money. All very tough customers, and Gilzo is going to be looking to find his way back to second place. Lost out in the pits quite a few spots because of the double stack there.
Yeah. But it's definitely the problem with having a fast teammate is can end up in tricky situations like that where he essentially had to pit.
They both had to, really. I think Gilzo would be in a worse spot if he stayed out.
Yeah. I don't think staying out under the safety car would have helped, and then...
No.
Yeah, he was just in a terrible situation there. Especially with how inefficient the double stack is in this game.
Yeah, it's really something they need to work on, I think. The pit lane is just so clunky. You know, like, there should be 2 separate pit crews. Like, even in qualifying, you know, like, you come in and the other guy's getting put away and you sit there for, like, 30 seconds waiting for them to even look at you, and it's like, oh, man. There you go, safety car lights are off. It is in this lap, so J. Cole will be leading the pack into the restart here. General Porter with the 10-lap-old mediums tucked in behind in second, and then all the guys behind on fresh tires will be looking to... Yeah, Porter's probably just going to get picked off one by one here. Maybe not a great decision to stay out. Who knows?
I'm curious, because his only other decision there would have been to go into hards.
Yeah.
So I guess he could have done a double soft, maybe.
Oh, Gilzo very close to T-Money here on the restart. Is he going to get him into turn 1 here?
He might. We'll see. Nice. He slowed down just in time.
He just caught that. T-Money took that line, and Gilzo almost threw it right into the back of him. So Jinnit and Beck all over Porter.
Still holding tough, which is great for J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole's going to be able to just scamper away here. Porter under the grass there into the first Egner. Cost him a bit of time. It looks like he's actually doing okay, though, for grip. He seems to be. He's got his tires warmed up nicely, and he seems to be getting away from Beck. Beck's under threat here from Jinnit now. And T-Money waiting in the wings to pounce with Gilzo and Rob pressuring as well. On board Jinnit coming up the hill towards 130R right now. You see Beck just up the road ahead trying to break that slipstream a little bit.
Yeah, looks like Rob is going to have a possible run onto Gilzo coming out of the final chicane.
The top 4 here, very close. J. Cole has not really gotten away like he should have. Once that DRS kicks in, if he has not split that gap to Beck behind, he could be in trouble.
And he's using his ERS too. It's not like he's saving things. I wonder, I know at least with me personally on Monday night, I had problems on the medium tires. My setup just didn't work with them, and I wonder if J. Cole's experiencing a similar issue.
It's possible, yeah. He could just be driving conservatively as well. It's hard to say, really.
Very possible. I wish we could get some tire temperature data.
Yeah.
For our broadcasts.
It took them how many years to put the map in? I mean, we get like 2024 before we get tire temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beck hanging on to Porter here. Porter starting to lose a bit of time to J. Cole, unsurprisingly. Seems to make sense based on the tire life.
And he just picked up a 3-second penalty for running a little wide on Spoon.
That's the thing when you stay out on the older tires, you're surrounded by guys on fast tires, you got to drive your ass off. And the field spread's really not going to benefit him much at this point. He's got a lot of, I think even Bones and Johannes might get him if he were to pit right now. So
yeah, he's going to have to make a massive stint out of these next, I don't know, 6 laps.
Yeah.
There goes Jake Cole's at the top of the speed charts with the
so
fastest
DRS
lap of the race.
Back online, and we should start seeing a little bit of overtaking now with all these cars running so close together after the safety car restart.
Particularly interesting, it looks like Beck ran through a lot of his ERS trying to pass Porter, but then he's got Jinnett behind him, T-Money, Gilzo, all with a large amount of ERS, so this is going to be an interesting run a few laps.
Jinnett's sitting in a really good spot right now. He can kind of just let Beck do the work and sit there and manage his tires and his battery and his fuel. He's got a bit of a cushion to T-Money. He doesn't really have to worry about him. T-Money will be busy with Gilzo behind, so Jinnett sitting in a pretty spot right now. Doesn't have too much to worry about.
But
Beck
still
slides across that curb a little bit, and it's kind of compromised his run. So Jinnett's going to have a really good chance to attack here down the main straight with the DRS. Don't think he'll get close enough through 130R, but...
Yeah, Beck really low on his battery, too, so... Yeah, Jinnett's running around it on 0, just conserving that battery.
Yeah, I think Beck's in trouble here. He's almost got through on Porter, but that's going to put Jinnett right up the back of Beck. Terrible camera angle there, he can't see anything. T-Money
here we go, Beck.
Here he goes. Down the inside on Porter.
Oh, well, Porter squeeze him a bit and compromises X. Oh, Beck. Oh, no. Wow, they made it through.
Yeah, it was pretty much wheel to wheel there. A little. I think Porter was kind of towards the side of the track already there. Beck had definitely a bit more room to work with than he did. Good job from Jinnett there to avoid any contact and keep himself clean. And now T-Money and Gilzo right up their asses.
That's going to be very frustrating for Beck, though. I didn't see much wrong with what Porter did there. The only thing he really could have done more was drive up on the curb, but with one penalty, you can't really expect him to be doing that.
No, I think Porter was within his rights there. Yeah, it looked like Beck's tire just kind of got hooked on the side pod and they bobbled a bit. Can't really
Looks like we had Mario off the track trying to get back on. That's what the caution is. Another caution.
Ryan pressuring Smitsky now. He's very close. They're just coming through the spoon curve, I think. Yeah, the hairpin, sorry. They're heading towards 130R at the moment. Ryan closing, but not quite close enough.
Wow.
Gilzo is right up behind Team
Right up on Team. And there comes Rob pulling up to them as well.
All right, here we go. We're going to see some action here.
Back in Jinnett.
Jinnett has found a way through.
DRS, though. I'm curious where he must have passed him into the final chicane.
Maybe, yeah. So Jinnett has found a way through. Beck is under threat now from T-Money and Gilzo and Rob tucked in behind.
Again, T-Money's doing an amazing job at saving his battery, whereas the guys in front of him are all running pretty low.
Ryan pressuring Smitsky still, but hasn't found a way through yet. T-Money very close to Beck now. Heading through the Degner. It's a tricky place to follow cars so closely. You can get it wrong quite easily. T-Money with a bad exit there. His compromise has run into the hairpin. Gilzo all over the back of T-Money now.
Rob has completely closed that gap, and looks like Fuzz might be coming up on him too.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting scrap towards the end of the race. J. Cole is sitting pretty in first, but second place is up for grabs. Oh, big incident!
Oh,
Huge
no.
incident there. Wow.
And Gilzo's off too.
Oh, man.
And General Porter's up to third. Oh, Jinnett got by Porter. Okay, that makes sense.
It's got to be a safety car here, yeah.
Virtual VSC.
T-Money completely out. His tire is gone. You saw him lose the car in front of Gilzo. Gilzo caught the back end, and they both went straight to the barrier. It forced T-Money into retirement. His wheel was torn off as he hit the wall. Gilzo's going to have to pit now, so just a VSC is... Gilzo hopefully can save a bit of time heading into the pits right away. The VSC will probably be ending shortly. It looks like General Porter is into the pits as well. He's got a fresh set of softs. Good timing for him. He needed that.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So, I only caught the end of it. Was that just T-Money lost the car?
T-Money bobbled it. Yeah, T-Money bobbled it, and then Gilzo kind of caught his gearbox, and they both took each other off the left side of the track there. It wasn't really... Okay. It was pretty much just a racing incident. I don't think you can blame anybody there. It was really unfortunate for T-Money, though.
See what Zenith can do here. He, I mean, he's got a lot of work to do. He doesn't have a lot of battery compared to J. Cole, but... under the VSC restart has closed up to Smitsky again. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very close here.
As far as points go, that crash made a big difference, because now you've got Ryan well up into the points, and I mean, JXW.
I imagine that's probably T-Money in the chat. I'll check in with that comment briefly. Just keep an eye on this battle between Ryan and Smitsky here.
Arrow says that T-Money locked his left side tires trying to save it before Gilzo hit the back of him.
Yeah.
Sounds like a racing incident.
Oh, down the inside, Ryan sends it on Smitsky into the chicane, and he gets it done. Looked like he locked up on that move, but I think he got through clean. I didn't see any contact, but it had a bit of an odd angle there. That's going to put Ryan right onto the back of Lamaro as well. So Ryan now sitting in a prime spot to pick up 6th, and then he's got some clear air ahead to Fuzz.
It looks like Fuzz has caught up to Rob.
Yeah, Fuzz right on the tail of Rob now. And Rob about 3-4 seconds off of Beck, who is stuck still behind Zenith. And Zenith, I don't know if he's gaining on J. Cole or not. He's stuck in that 3-second window at the moment.
Yeah. Beck is just outside that DRS zone. But Fuzz is going to have DRS, it looks like, on this next lap, so... might have a move coming. Oh, Fuzz almost lost it, though. Now he's probably out of DRS.
Yeah. Just lost quite a bit of time there. Ryan now very close to Lamaro, and he's bringing Smitsky along with him for the fight. General Porter within a second of GP Collin as well for the final points paying position tonight. Gilzo has a lot of work to do. He's sitting in 13th, 23 seconds behind. No fault of his own there.
I think Zenith may be catching J. Cole.
He has, yeah. He
just a tad.
Knocked a few tenths off him there. Ryan looking for a way through again on Lamaro now. He's got that DRS down the main straight here as they pass the Ferris wheel. Let's see if Ryan can get enough of a run with that DRS into turn 1. He's closing very quickly. He's going to have to make a late move if he wants it to work. And he has to think better of it. Lamaro parks it on the inside.
Very difficult turn to make a late move on.
It is,
the line runs right through it. It's just too fast.
You almost need to get him on the exit of the chicane, really.
Yep.
It just seems like Zenith has pace to catch him, but every time he starts catching back up, he falls back a bit. I wonder if the battery is making a difference there. Wait, was that a Renault? Someone was spun out, coming out of the hairpin. Oh, Mario again.
It's Mario off the track. Yeah, he's getting lapped. Looks like. So, yeah, most of the gaps settled in nicely here. We do have a few close battles still. Fuzz still looking for a way through on Rob, and then we've got Ryan and Smitsky all over the back of Lamaro here. I think Lamaro's...
Gilzo's off.
Gilzo's off?
That's a disappointing race. Especially after last week, I believe he didn't score any points.
No, he didn't.
Tough break, but good for the other constructors looking to keep pace with Renault.
Yeah. Oh, big lockup from Lamaro there. Ryan has to sit on that, and he can't really make the move he wants to. Ryan now very close to Lamaro again down the main straight. I don't know if he's close enough this time with the DRS again. I still think he's too far.
Yeah, he definitely is. General Porter coming in with that fastest lap,
Yep.
and he's up into 9th.
Yep, just passing JXW into turn 1. I think he's through clean there. Yeah, nice move from Porter. And, oh, Mario picks up a 5-second penalty, and he's retired as well, so. JXW. Oh, JXW off! Into the wall there. Just in the middle of the S's towards Dunlop curve. JXW's gone off, and he's hit the barrier. He's lost a lot of his wing. He's coming back on the track. No one seems to be near him, so he's pretty much in no man's land for the rest of the race now. Gonna have to get that wing replaced. Valiant effort. Unfortunately, I think that's it for him.
If Fuzz can get a move done here, he's been sticking in that half a second zone for quite a few laps now.
Yeah, Ryan pressuring Lamaro still, and has not been able to really get much closer than 3-4 tenths. It's really odd to see, but he just can't seem to find a way through.
There, Lamaro just got 5 seconds for exceeding track limits.
Yeah, he must have cut that corner.
Ryan.
Ryan needs to
we
get...
got Fuzz going late. Ah, he didn't make a move.
Ryan, is he going to send it down to turn 1? He does! Side by side, and he gets it done finally. He's found a way through Lamaro. Lamaro with that 5-second penalty would have lost that place anyways, but this is great news for Ryan because now he can start working that gap to Fuzz up the road ahead down. He's got 6 seconds ahead, 6 laps to go. He might be able to get there. We'll keep an eye on him and see how his pace is. Fuzz is stuck behind Rob quite some time now.
If Fuzz and Rob start battling, it's completely possible that Ryan can catch them.
Yeah, Smitsky will be looking for a way through on Lamaro now as well. So keep an eye on that. See if he can find a way through in the next lap or two so he doesn't lose touch with Ryan. Oh, runs very deep into the hairpin there. Yeah, again, it's just lost a... I mean, he's only lost 7 tenths, but it's huge given who you're chasing.
And it looks like Beck might be closing up. That's a lot of time to make up.
Looks like Fuzz is our closest chance at an overtake at the moment, so we'll get back to Fuzz. Lamaro and Lamaro losing ground to Ryan, and Smitsky's still hanging on to Lamaro.
Fuzz can get the run he needs. He's pretty close here.
I think he's close enough. This might be it. Fuzz can probably get this done here. He's got that DRS. He's very close. Huge speed advantage down the straight. Fuzz pulls to the outside. I think he's going to be ahead clean. Fuzz very deep. He nearly loses it.
And he got a 3-second penalty there.
And he got passed again by Rob. That's so unfortunate. If he picked up the 3 seconds and maybe got ahead, it might have been a little more bearable.
Yes.
You know?
I do think so.
Smitsky's ahead.
He could have possibly cleared him, but...
Smitsky has passed Lamaro as well. We've missed that. And now GB Colin all over the back of Bag of Bones here. Coming through the S's towards Dunlop.
Interesting for Ryan, Smitsky, and Lamaro as General Porter is catching.
Oh, GP off, and he spins! GP has gone completely around here. He's facing the wrong way on the Dunlop curve. Luckily, there's nobody coming up the hill. He's got plenty of time to get it back on. And he's back on, facing the right direction, but pretty much out of the race now at this point, in no man's land once again. Gilzo has closed in quite a bit onto Johannes. He's got that gap down to 3 seconds now. So we're looking for an overtake from Gilzo very shortly. Lamaro hanging on to the back of Smitsky, who is trying to catch back up to Ryan, who made his way through a few laps prior. And Fuzz still looking for a way through on Rob. He finally got the move done and then went way too deep into turn 1, picked up a penalty, and lost the place once again. So
I don't think he's going to be close enough here.
yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. He's on board with Fuzz at the moment. He's closing fast, but I don't think fast enough.
Oh.
Thought about it, but
Thought about it.
had to know Rob was going to close the door there.
This is going to be interesting with General Porter down in 9th place.
get in this little battle with Lamaro and Swinsky.
Yeah, you might even be able to catch Ryan too. Those fresh softs definitely in contention for possibly a 6th place finish. It doesn't look like Ryan really closing on Fuzz, so I think Fuzz is safe now. It's pretty much just him and Rob for 4th, so he can kind of drive comfortably knowing that he's not under threat from behind, and he can take his time and look for a way through. He does have that 3-second penalty, so he needs to get through soon and build a bit of a gap. Porter all over the back of Lamaro here.
General Porter has the 3-second penalty.
Yeah, so he needs to get ahead of these guys quickly. He's all over the back of Lamaro, as you can see here. They're heading up the hill now towards 130R. General Porter with a lot more grip, a lot more pace. I think he's got a pretty good chance here down the main straight, but Lamaro appears to have a very slippery setup, or maybe so that DRS from, or sorry, the slipstream from Smitsky ahead gave him a huge advantage on Porter.
Oh, Fuzz is making his move. I believe Lamaro has a 5-second penalty.
Fuzz is through into turn 1. He finally got it done clean, and now he can go work on that gap. Lamaro and Smitsky. Lamaro has passed Smitsky, and Porter down the inside as well. Ooh, I don't think he's got it done. Smitsky's covered him off. It's a very sneaky move from Porter there, trying to find his way through behind Lamaro. Rob still right behind Fuzz, too, into the Degners. See if Rob can fight this back.
I don't think Rob has any penalties, so what he needs to do is stay within that 3-second gap with Fuzz.
Yeah. Oh.
General
Porter. Yeah. So that's going to cost him.
Unfortunate, because Lamaro is sitting on 5, and that puts General Porter at 6, so he will not be able to move out of the spot.
Porter needs to find a way through pretty quickly here. Gilzo right up back of Johannes now too as they head into Dunlop. Pretty disappointing race for Gilzo. He's running pretty well and then got caught up by T-Money.
Yeah, very disappointing race, especially considering he was in a pretty comfortable 2nd place and just unfortunately had to deal with the double stack. No fault of his own, which is kind of a bad situation.
It pretty much led to his race unraveling.
Rob is still maintaining the aggressive Fuzz, so that's going to be his first win.
You sound like you got a lot quieter all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. But
Oh, sorry. Might have moved my mic away from my face.
Okay, yeah, that sounds a little bit better now. It was like okay for me, but I was thinking people might not be able to hear you at that point because I could still kind of hear you, but it was like pretty drastic. I was thinking like, did someone tell you to turn it down or something? Like, oh, Smitsky, Smitsky off, tries to save it in Dunlop, and he catches Porter. He caught the front of Porter trying to save the car there. I don't know if Porter picked up any damage, but Smitsky swept, he was bobbled, like he fishtailed and then just swept right across into the wall with Porter, but I don't think Porter picked up any damage. He might have got away with that.
Okay. That's going to be interesting with Porter, because I don't know if Smitsky has penalties, so Porter
Smitsky's wing's done. He's not going to be able to keep
it. Is he? Okay, so that's good for Porter. He can probably hang on to 8th.
Bag of Bones will be able to find a way through here pretty quickly, I think, and GP Colin might even, GP Colin too far away for at this point with only 2 laps left, but see that Bag of Bones already through. Easy there. Smitsky's pretty much got a pit, I think. He's going to lose a lot of time. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Do you pit? You're in the last point. But you have.
He's got 22 seconds to GP fresh.
Yeah, but he's gonna,
he might not
cost
do
him 30 to get the wing changed. Easy.
You're
seconds
right.
in 1 lap. He's better off to stay out. I think he's better off to stay out and hope he doesn't crash. Rob still tucked in behind Fuzz. He's not. He's not really falling back, but he's not really closing either. So.
He might know that Fuzz has a penalty, and he's just gonna.
I think Gilzo found his way through on Johannes there. He's tucked in behind Gilzo now. I think that's pretty much going to do it for all the gaps.
Seems
Johannes,
like it.
Yeah, Johannes falling off of Gilzo now. Probably not going to catch him, really. The difference on compound there. And then Rob just barely hanging on to the DRS of Fuzz at the moment, but is it going to be enough with only 1 lap to go? Fuzz with that 3-second penalty still, though, so Rob just hangs within 3 seconds and he's got the place.
He still has DRS, so he's got a great...
Porter right up the back of Lamaro here. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he quickly caught up to him.
He's got that DRS down the main straight. I think he's going to get a move done here into turn 1. Around the outside on Lamaro. Here comes Porter. Sweeps across and he's ahead clean. Porter takes that place back into 7th now. Not bad considering all the things that have happened tonight.
Yeah.
Rob right up the back of Fuzz now. He's pressuring him hard. Not going to let him get away. I think that'll be it.
Certainly seems like it. Buzz is going to get some points, so that's good.
Yeah, we'll get back to J. Cole. We'll ride on board with J. Cole through the final couple turns here. He comes through 130R. Maybe going for the fastest lap as well. He's up 3/10. Swings it into the chicane. Nice and steady. Down the final turn over the bump, and he heads across the start-finish line. J. Cole wins the Japanese Grand Prix here in the EU tier. Jinnit, with an excellent drive, comes home in 2nd place. Could not catch J. Cole, but did well to hang on. Beck comes home in 3rd, picks up the final step on the podium. Fuzz here in 4th with that 3-second penalty. Rob should overtake him. Rob does overtake him, so Rob finishes 4th, Fuzz in 5th. Ryan coming down the final turn here for 6th place. Good drive from Ryan. Porter right behind. And Porter with 6 seconds of penalties drops off quite a bit. And Lamaro does not get him. 1 second
note
behind.
on Porter as well there. He set the fastest lap on the last lap there.
Oh, did he? Nice.
Yeah.
Bag of Bones comes home in 9th. Smitsky coming around the final turn. He will pick up the last point tonight in 10th. Gilzo in 11th. They are quite a ways behind still. Obviously caught up in that incident with T-Money. There's nothing you can really do about it. And Johannes tucks in behind for 12th. GP Colin bringing it home in 13th tonight. Not a great drive from him. Had a couple incidents. Put it off the road a few times. Just a rough night. And finally, JXW will be coming home in 14th. And that will be all of your finishers, current runners. I think we had 5 DNFs tonight.
Yeah, there was some excitement early on in this one.
Yeah, a couple safety cars as well. Kept the pack pretty close through the middle section of the race. A lot of good action, though. For the most part, it was a really good battle up and down the field. I mean, the last 5 laps or so, everything started to spread out a tad. Wasn't too much going on in the final 5 laps, but I think for the bulk of the race, there was a lot of action going on through the field. So good to see. It was only the 2nd race here in the EU tier, so it's nice to see there's some pretty good wheel-to-wheel competition early in the season. Next week, we are back for Abu Dhabi. That will be Sunday evening, 5 p.m. Eastern Time in North America, and that's 10 p.m. UK time. Tier 1 will go Monday night, tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we kick the week off this week in Zenith Online Racing. It's Abu Dhabi, so Tier 1, Tier 2, and the EU tier will all be in Abu Dhabi this week. So you can tune in here on the YouTube channel to catch all the action through the week. Alright, we'll review the order. J. Cole wins, Jinnit in 2nd, Beck 3rd, Rob 4th, Fuzz 5th, 6th for Ryan, 7th for General Porter, 8th for Lamaro, 9th for Bag of Bones, 10th is Smitsky, 11th Gilzo, 12th Johannes, 13th JXW, GP Colin 15th, GP Colin 14th, Mario 15th, T-Money 16th, Crucio 17th, Adri 18th, and Coxie 19th. Obviously, these two crashed out in the very first corner. Alright. I'm going to wrap up the broadcast there. Thanks. Mike. Yeah, wrapping up the broadcast there. So, once again, thank you for joining, Harry. Appreciate you popping in for comms as always.
Yeah, no, it was a great race.
Yeah, it
Good
was.
time.
I think it'll be
Glad
pretty.
to join.
I think it'd be pretty fun calling the EU races this season. I wish I could do it all year. I don't know how much longer I can get away with this, but for now, hopefully I can be here for the next week or two. And
Yeah.
yeah, it should be a really interesting season. It's a bit shorter than the other ones on the calendar. I have a few less races, but you know, towards the end it'll get really feisty for sure. So glad to see everybody having a good time. We've had some pretty good turnouts the first 2 weeks. 18 full-time drivers tonight. I think we had 17 or 18 full-timers last week for the debut race as well. Should be good moving forward. So round 3 next week for EU, and I think it's round 7 for the other tiers. Abu Dhabi.
Sounds correct.
And we'll catch you later. Hope everybody had a good time tonight. Cheers.